Guys, it has been a very big tussle for Diamond Platnumz, and I tell you what, it has obviously gonna hit pay out. We all know how hard Diamond Platnumz is gonna hit to work to see to it that he really rubs shoulders with the big artists in the world, and finally he has a song debuting onto the Billboard charts in the US, and that is Komasava. Welcome to East Africa Social Television. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I know it's really all smiles and all happiness in the Wasafi family, because this is what they've gonna hit invest in a lot of money for a very long time in Diamond Platnumz's career, and they wanted him to be at these levels. To compete is really good, but if you're not having a song that is really doing great, doing wonders onto the world charts, then you are not an artist appreciated equally, like likes of the Davidos and so on and so forth. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily as we talk. Chibu Dangote, Diamond Platnumz finally getting his nod onto the onto the Billboard chart. And we're also going to be talking about how Salami Asuru, His Excellency the President of Tanzania, is going to do something great for Idris Elba. You know him very well, celebrated black film. He's an actor and a director, executive producer, and so on and so forth. And lastly, we're going to be discussing a little bit about the diamond effect that is really going around Kenya, when the diamond of Kenya met with the Jason Derulo of Kenya. So Kenya really has lots of things, and remember recently Ruga went ahead meet the Kenyan Ruga, and they went ahead rub shoulders together. So we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum. 100 likes on this video, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit that magic number of how many subscribers of we want to hit we want to hit the magic of 30,000 subscribers. Now obviously, we come up with a story coming in through from the Billboard chart, posted by the Diamond Platnumz News. Komasava on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs Top 50 new entry, and it was on 39, right? That is the debut. That is the debutant Diamond Platnumz, and that is really great. And when you look at his drop on this, has gonna show that the song is really big, because Rima has this song known as His, is really doing great and doing wonders of his latest album, but Diamond Platnumz is already up, and it's the first time it has gonna debut onto the top 50, and looks like it's really going up. You see a star onto it, and it is really Komasava doing wonders. And I believe what I was gonna see Komasava really make its debut onto this US Afrobeat single charts, it's because of how Diamond Platnumz went ahead to add on to Jason Derulo, because this song has already been big, right? But the coming in through of Jason Derulo onto this song has gonna give it a different feel altogether, and it's really making some huge rounds all over the world. And when you look at the video right now, it's really good and really doing wonders. It's really having 7.9 million views, almost 8 million views in 12 days, and it's trending number 3 in Uganda. In Kenya, it's trending number 1. In Tanzania, it's trending number 1. In East Africa, it is really everywhere, and Komasava is really being watched worldwide. And that is the magic of Jason Derulo, and that's what this magic is going to do onto this. Not forgetting Khalil Harrison and Chelly, who have gonna appear onto the first version of Komasava before this guy went ahead to jump on it, and it has gonna to do wonders to Diamond Platnumz. So I believe that this milestone is really gonna give Diamond Platnumz a lot of energy to see to it that he charges for his next projects. And I believe working with Jason Derulo is really gonna open lots of doors for Diamond Platnumz, because Diamond Platnumz doesn't need any further explanation when it comes to streams, especially on YouTube. He's the king of YouTube in Africa, and even on Spotify, he's really trying to move and really act better. When you look at Spotify, he's really trying to really put in a very huge show or shift in there for you, and he's really having 1 million and 1.7 million monthly listeners. That is Diamond Platnumz for you. And Komasava has gone ahead to amass all collect 3.6 million streams, and then the remix with Jason Derulo, right? Let me check. The remix with Jason Derulo is really having 0.5 million streams, but I believe it's really gonna make it better, and it's really gonna grow big and better into the mix. And this Komasava song is really doing wonders all over the world, and I tell you what, it's really one of those songs that you have to obviously listen to, and it was really put up to the world, and Diamond Platnumz is really handling the best of the achievements from the song that he has gone ahead obviously do the needful. And you see to it that Khalil Harrison, another artist featuring on this jam, has gone ahead obviously amass a lot of monthly listeners, and is now having 1.4 monthly listeners on Spotify. But he has some other big songs, you know, featuring Dali and so on and so forth, meaning that this Komasava song is gonna hit obviously open up lots of doors for these three artists that we went ahead to feature there. For Chelly, who was in there and is coming to East Africa, by the way, I think this weekend she's performing in Uganda. I know she'll obviously have to be performing in Kenya a little bit. She has 750,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and when you look at everything that is happening there for you, it's really great for her. And Komasava is on top of the most popular, but she has a song called Shoe, you know, Shoe with Diamond Platnumz. Let me even check and see how many streams does Shoe have, because Shoe, Diamond Platnumz did it with Shelly, and it has 12 million streams on Spotify. That is really great, and that is really huge for the side of Diamond Platnumz Chibo Dangote. So we wait to see how this song is really gonna come up and obviously take over the Billboard, because the Billboard is really tricky and you never know what is really gonna offer to you. And when you look at the Billboard right now, the debutants this week until 10th August, 11, it was Aya Nakamura, Didija, then Diamond Platnumz in the 39th position, Komasava, then Young John Stronger in the 42nd position, and Maria of TML Vibes featuring Lasmid Official is at 47. So one will ask, what are the top jams that are really onto this Afrobeat chart? Let me really look them for you. Let me look for them. The top 10, you know, the top 10 jams on the Afrobeat chart. I think I should show you what exactly is really happening into the mix as far as the top 10 is really concerned on the Afrobeat chart of the US in there for you. These are debutants, and I'm looking for the Afrobeat charts. Where is it? It has to be around here, because it comes out and I think it's up for a week. Where is it? Afrobeat charts. This week. And by the way, Ashaki is going to be dropping his album on Friday, and you anticipate lots of things to obviously change a little bit, right? So I'll tell you that it's really gonna come up and obviously act well for the side of Diamond Platnumz. But I think his song is really doing wonders, and it's really getting us to where we want to be. Now, when you look at Tyler, number one, he's Rema, and very many others, they are still there, and they're really doing wonders into the mix. Now, from Diamond Platnumz, let's obviously show you how this song Komasava has gone ahead to bring the Kenyan Diamond Platnumz and the Jason Derulo and the Kenyan Jason Derulo obviously coming through and obviously with the mix. This is Diamond Platnumz of Kenya, and this is Jason Derulo of Kenya, and this is Diamond Platnumz, the original Diamond Platnumz and the original Jason Derulo. You see, they've gone ahead obviously meet up and obviously try to do a photo to obviously imitate what these two went ahead to do when they're really doing what we call a video shoot. So That is it coming in through from the man himself, known as Diamond Platnumz, and hope he's really happy and very much exciting, because this guy doesn't obviously try to really give up, and that's what I love about him, and I pray I really become one of him. Then we are also having a very huge story concerning the Hollywood star Idris Elba has been granted land in Zanzibar, Tanzania, to establish a film studio. The British actor has expressed his desire to contribute to the growth of African music industry after a year and a half of discussion with Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Elba has received approval from the authorities in East African nation. The studio is expected to be similar to those in Hollywood, Nollywood, or Bollywood, and may even lead to creation of Zollywood, according to Zanzibar Investment Minister. President Samia and Elba discussed the studio project at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland in January 2023, with the president's spokesperson expressing hope that the initiative will benefit not only Tanzania but also Eastern and Central Africa. Elba has also revealed plans to build a film studio in Ghana, recognizing the potential of Africa's film industry while acknowledging the need for better facilities. His goal is to strengthen Africa's film ecosystem and establish a facility at the heart of African filmmaking. Now, it shows you how huge Tanzania is ahead of any side in East Africa as far as film production is really the best. And when you look at the best films in East Africa, I think they come from Tanzania, and the presidents there have gone ahead to pay a lot of interest into art, because art has gone ahead obviously collect them lots of money. When you look from artists, they are really doing a lot, and when you look at their movies, they are really hugely watched. And I remember when was the year when I went to the National Theatre in Kampala, Uganda, when the Makula Film Festival was there in Kampala, Uganda. I heard some of the people really benchmarking onto the industry of Tanzania, that they're having the machetes. They had the machetes who could obviously gate their movies and obviously take them to the final consumer, right? And in Tanzania, it's very hard for a movie to come out and obviously flops. You know, the premieres are always full, and even they are really doing wonders. And I need to make some research onto how this film industry of Tanzania is really trying to do when it comes to streaming, because streaming is the new source of income that is going to hit obviously come in and really create lots of things into the mix. So for me, I'm very happy for the president and doing this with Elba. That is something great, and what an initiative for the side of Tanzania. And I know even Diamond Platnumz will benefit, because if at all you're having this guy Idris coming in through to Tanzania, we've gone ahead to see him really be on certain jams, dropping what we call intros. You never know, Diamond Platnumz might tell Salami Asuro that, please, how is this gonna be helping us? And I need to be part of the project. And he's also gonna be snaking the music in Tanzania to obviously be in movies produced there, and that is really a very huge project, because if you snake a song like Komasava into a movie that's going to be produced in Zanzibar, and that movie really makes huge impact on the world market, trust me, every person that appeared in that movie will obviously benefit, and even the music of Tanzania will obviously move to the farthest, because you all know to it that the jam called African Queen by Two-Face Idibia came to the world's fame after it appeared in a certain movie, and he was writing a song for a movie, not a song to be put out for consumption. You understand? So even Idris and his connections in Hollywood and very many other big producers, he might find himself in a position of obviously getting these Tanzanian songs there. And him coming close to East Africa, it also benefits the other East African nations like Kenya, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, that we can obviously go there and really shoot our movies, and we can really have now a chance to really meet this guy, because he's not only gonna build that, but I tell you what, he's also gonna find himself doing the due diligence to obviously be in East Africa for some weeks, of the year, as his project is doing the needful in Africa, and he's also planning to do the same thing in Ghana, and that is Idris Elba for you. So guys, your reactions to Komasava debuting onto the Billboard charts. I welcome in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Idris Elba, being given 80 hectares of land in Tanzania to obviously do what we call a very huge film industry there? And we wait what the results are really going to be. And us here on the East Africa Social Television, we always keep you in the know. And that is it. We sign out for now. See you later. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. To the Christians, we cover you in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And we out. Bye-bye.